So here's a bat that if you're ever in any online communities, you'll hear a ton about, and there's a couple of reasons for that, we think. One is their sales model is a little bit different than what I think you'll see with most traditional companies that you've heard of before. These massive conglomerates that have millions of dollars of marketing money and a huge name brand and distribution to Dick's Sporting Goods and everywhere else in the world, right? But Warstic is smaller than that. They're kind of a, I don't know if you want to call them still a startup at this point. I mean, they have a lot of bats and they've been around for a while, especially in the MLB game. But, and they also, guys like Ian Kinsler and a few big pros wear them and actually own some of the company, so that sort of helps promote it. But they also use sort of, I don't know too much about it, honestly, so maybe I shouldn't speak with too much confidence, but it's definitely an online, direct rep sort of sales process, meaning that, a coach, if you want to sell these bats, I think you can. I think you've got, I don't know how it worked exactly, but because of that, you find a lot of online folks that are trying to push them. And, it gives it a little bit of a multi-level marketing feel, if I'm being honest. That's what I feel like when I read some of the posts. I'm just like, ugh. But I'm also not going to knock on someone for making a living. I mean, the truth is we spend a lot of money on baseball bats, so why not buy it from a guy that that might be your coach or your buddy down the street? And it turns out Warstic actually makes some good bats. I mean, these are legitimate. This right here is actually their two-piece bat. So this is a hybrid bat. It's built a lot like, this Warstic bat is actually built a lot like the 719 bat, in that it's a hybrid bat. So the barrel's aluminum, the handle is composite, and the idea between that two-piece structure is that when you miss-hit a ball, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as bad, right? But you still get this sort of big barrel. The difference, though, these Warstic bats are actually, at least this version, now this is called the Power Balance, is what they refer to this one as, the Power Balance Warstic. And honestly, go to their site in a month, and it's going to change, meaning that they'll have a new design, and they do a great job with some really cool looking designs. But this is the Warstic Gunner. That was in the top of that tree, if you didn't notice that. It actually swings super light, more like this. Of all the hybrid bats that we know of in the drop 10 space, meaning composite handle, aluminum barrel, no bat is lighter than the Warstic Gunner. This bat, the 619, actually swings a little bit lighter, but you'll notice it's a single piece. It's a single piece bat, right? So if you're looking for a two-piece bat with a super light swing weight, it's not the 719. That bat's actually, that's a shot. This is 200. What does it say? 210 in the front. Those are legit 240 or 50 off the tee here. We are back, because this is typical fall baseball. I want to sit in the mud, but okay, so maybe 230 out there. Anyways, you get the idea. So super light swinging two-piece bat. If that's what you want, honestly, I just paused when I watched that. It's hard to talk during a dinger. It really is. I don't know what it is. It's impossible to just talk about something else while ball's falling over the fence. It's against my very nature. Oh, line out, right field. Oh, he just about got killed. Cool. What do you think, man?
I like it a lot, actually. It feels good.
Feels good? Kind of hard to tell. I mean, I'd love it if we could set it up where I had 70 miles an hour at you and then hit one off the handle and then ask you how much you like it. Yeah. But that's not the case. We're just doing some fall ball tee work, and some people at least get a feel for it, and we think at least some third party objectivity to it, and that's with all respect to the guys who are trying to sell them online or through their links, and that's great. Good for them. We love the community of baseball people you'll find on Facebook or wherever else you'll find them. But it's kind of fun to say, hey, they're real bats. They're legit. We'll get some exit speed tests on this at some point. But in the meantime, it looks good. It feels good. My guess is it performs just fine. And just note, it does swing light compared to other two-piece hybrid bats. Lighter than the 718 by about 10%, about 8%, at least on our measurement. And a little bit heavier than that Solo, that white bat down there, just so you have the idea. So there you go, folks. They don't call it 2019, but we're gonna call it the 2019 Gunner. They probably made this in 2003. I don't know. I don't know when they make it. They seem to change their bats a lot, but that's it. The two-piece hybrid Power Balance Warstic. That's the furthest one.